Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is 5 product photography accessories that you need to take better product photos. The first accessory we're going to be talking about today is actually atmosphere spray. Now, atmosphere spray is only used for a certain amount of time, so you won't use it all the time. But if you really want to get like a dramatic photo and really just to make it cool, I'd say this atmosphere spray really does do that. It just adds that atmosphere, no pun intended, to the actual photo itself. So as you can see some photos here that I've actually taken with this atmosphere spray before, without it, and after, and it just adds that little bit extra to your photo, and I just think it's a really good and cheap accessory as well that you can actually use to actually really do make your photos cinematic as well. Right then, so the second product photography accessory I think you need to make your product photos better are actually acrylic boards. Now, these acrylic boards are reflective, so when you do take some product photos, you can actually get a little bit of reflection of the actual product you can below as well, and it just makes it way more clean as well when you do wipe it, because if it's got all dust marks on it, it actually comes with these gloves as well, and if you just give it like a little wipe or something, it really does make it clean, and it just makes the setting of the actual product photo way more better, I think, than if you was just going to put it on your table or something. Picking up these acrylic boards are quite cheap. I've got a black one and a white one here, so if you want to go more like corporate and proper shop photo, then I suggest you go for the white background and white bottom for it, just to make it more brighter for you. But the black one's more for like dramatic as well, so I would actually use the black one and then mix it together maybe with a little bit of atmosphere spray as well, just to make the photo really dramatic. So these are really good, and you can find a few of them quite cheaply on like Amazon or something, and if you just get a stack of them or something, then you can have one for the front and the back. Right then, so the third product photography accessory I think you need is a reflector. Basically what this reflector does, it has quite a lot of stuff actually in it. This is a newer reflector. I will leave the link in the description below for all of these if you do want to go buy them, but this reflector is really cheap and it's really handy as well. So as you can see, you've got this gold side here. What it does, it reflects the light. So I've got a Godox light to my left here with a softbox on, shining on me now. And as you can see, it's a little bit dark in this area. What I can do, I can use this reflector to reflect this light onto the right side of me here. So as you can actually see, it fills in that darkness, and it's actually really lightened up this face way more, and it's also got like a golden hour tint to it as well. That's on the gold side, and then also the same with this as well. As you can see, this is what it looks like for product photography. You can actually fill in the dark side of it. So instead of buying 2 lights, like this light here I've got here, it costs £100. So instead of buying 2 of them to make the product photo really stand out and bright, you can literally just get this reflector here, and this is just another diffuser, so it's really going to put some soft light onto my face and also some soft light onto the actual product you're actually using as well, so it's not too harsh. In the actual inside here, you can actually see there's another like a tin-foily silver reflector as well. So you've got the normal tin-foil reflector, you've got a diffuser as well to put some soft light on, and then you've got like a little golden hour light as well. As you can see here, it's just gone really gold. Buying a cheap reflector like that does so many little things, can save you so much more money, and it really does help you with your product photography as well in terms of lighting, because at the end of the day, lighting is the most important part when it comes to product photography. Right then, so the fourth product photography accessory I think you need, and this one's a little bit more expensive than the others, is the actual Aperture MC, mainly because of the different colors and how easy it is to actually mount up to different places. So because it's got so many different colors, you can really start adding some nice colors into your frame. So as you can see on some of my YouTube thumbnails, for my products, I actually use different colors on this light. So I can use like teal, I might use orange, I might use red. Now it's not just because of the colors as well, like I mentioned earlier with the mounting, it's actually magnetic, so you can magnetize it to so many different surfaces, so you can get so many different angles, and obviously without having to hold the light, you can literally just magnetize it onto something and then get a certain angle what you want with it as well. Or you can even use this as another light, because it's got an actual diffuser on it, so you can, instead of using the reflector, which is obviously cheaper than this, you can just use this to fill in the light as well. Or you might want to use this as a backlight, so you might have got your big main light with the softbox here, and then you've got your reflector to light that, but the background's just black or something. It's not that good. So maybe you can just put on a different color, like a warm color behind the light, so it gives it that backlight onto the back of it as well, so it does separate it from the background, either color or not color. Because of how portable this is, this can be used for so many different things. I just think it's really good for product photography. Now the fifth accessory I I think you need for product photography to make your photos better is to invest in a really good tripod. Now, it doesn't have to be really, really expensive, but I wouldn't say a really, really cheap one. I'd say like maybe around £30, a good price. Like that's how much mine one cost here. But basically, to use a tripod, I think to take all your product photos on, because basically at the end of the day, you're in a studio, it's dark. I know you've got so many different lights to light your subject, but you want to get a lot of the product in focus. So if I was taking a photo of this watch here, I'm going to want all of it in focus. So I'm going to be using like maybe f4.5 up to like f7 maybe, just to get more things in focus. So if I was using like a f1.8 for example, maybe the watch in the center will be in focus, but the actual Armani sign might not be in focus, or one of the timings at the bottom might not be in focus either. And that's not really good for product photography, because you want to get as much things in focus as possible. And obviously by using an f-stop of like f4, maybe even f7, it's going to be really, really dark. And because you want your product photos to be as clean as possible, you want to avoid trying to use really high ISOs. So by using an actual tripod, you can mount the camera onto the tripod, set it at a timer of like 2 seconds, and maybe use a shutter speed of like 1/20, 1/10. It absolutely removes any handshake whatsoever, and you can let in the light through your shutter speed that way instead of any other way like ISO. They're the 5 product photography accessories I think you need to take way more better product photos. And if this video did help you, why not hit that like button and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.